Right, welcome back everybody. We start this video like the last one. Same lake, same peg, same place I'm filming actually. 2 weeks, 3 weeks on, is it? I don't know, something like that. And it's on another of Gaz's Monarch socials. I've been invited along. I'll just stop here in the shade for a minute. So yeah, same peg, same lake. Weather this week was looking better, but now we've just got here and it's 29 degrees, so it's going to be a hot one again. Hopefully we can manage a few fish out. I'm more prepared this time. Rigs are tied, rods are even clipped up to my spots, so yeah, I'm really prepared this time. Is that going to be a good sign or a bad sign? We'll see. So remembered my fan this time as well, so I can have that on to make me a bit more cooler at night times, a bit more comfortable in the bivvy. So I'm just standing here in the shade for a minute because I've just unloaded all my stuff off my van. Barrowed was to my swim. It's 2 barrow loads because we're here for 4 days. Got a nice little product I'm going to do a review on while I'm here as well. So what I've bought recently. Yeah, I took the van back to the car park and now making my way back to the swim. Probably going to strip off and set up because I am sweating. So we'll catch you all later. Right, so we're all set up, rods are in. Done something I don't usually do this time. Had all my rigs made at home, and what I done was clipped all my rods up to my spots. I knew what swim I was going in, so I got here and just rods straight out onto the spots, then set up the house. So something I don't usually do. I usually get the house set up and get it all organised, then put the rods in. But the rods are out, they're all baited. Done something a little bit different this time. I'll tell you more about that if it works. Using the nuts from CB Baits again, as it worked last time. So yeah, that's where I am here now. I'm waiting for my chicken to defrost so I can have my tea. It was bloody hot again, hence no top. Yeah, bloody hot again today. Luckily I remembered to bring the tracker fan this time, so I was just laid on the bed with that blowing on me and it was lovely. Managed to grab about an hour's sleep, which was nice. Ready for tonight. So I'm now just waiting for the chicken to defrost so I can have my tea. I think I just said that. Yeah. Oh yeah, a few people asked me about the Fox cooker barbecue stove cookware thing. Asked about the gas cylinders and how long they last. I'm about to cook my 12th meal with the same canister, so I'm not doing boiling no kettle on it. And again, that's another thing. People said to me, if you've got the cookware stove, why have you got the other cooker on the little stove on the ground? You know, what's the point in taking 2? Well, the reason was I wanted to cook food on it and just cook food so I could tell you exactly how many meals, because I can work out how many meals, but I wouldn't be able to work out how many cups of tea I'd had on it. So the little stove is down there to cook, to just make a cup of tea on, and then the Fox stove is just doing until this gas canister runs out, and then I can go to you. It did X amount of meals. So after that I will then not bother bringing the little stove, and I will just use the Fox stove to boil the kettle as well for a cup of tea. But for now it's food only, so I can give you an accurate sort of how long the gas cylinder lasts. So that's a couple of questions answered. The house is slimmed down from last time, so for those of you that oh, you take too much kit, like I say, I'm in this swim for 4 days 3 nights. I want everything in here, so I don't have, well, I can't go back to the van really. Well, I can, but it's a long way away. So yeah, but it's all slimmed down. Last time it was a bit of a mess, but I've slimmed it all down. It's all looking nice and neat and tidy. So that's another one. But yeah, any questions, any comments, you know, if you ever see how I'm doing or anything like that, not a problem. You know, I'll sort of tell you. I'll be honest with it. So right, I'm gonna just chill out, have a drink, watch the water, wait for the chicken to defrost, and then hopefully I'll come back to you later on with a fish. Daz has just had one earlier on, so I'll put that video or I'll put the picture up now. So yeah, he got off to a flying start. He only got 1 rod in, I think, and just put his second one out and it went. So good start for him. So yeah, so hopefully I'll get back to you a bit later on with a fish tonight or in the morning. Oh, good morning, and it is a good morning. It's now what are we talking now? It's just gone 5 and not a bleep all night. Dad's had a cat, had to run down and help him with that, and yeah, I think it was a 44-pound cat. I'll see if he's got some pictures and put them up here now. So yeah, he had that, so he's doing alright. Carp, cat, and yeah, laying there, I was well asleep, and then alarm went, jumped up, down to the rods, middle rod, and playing a fish. Didn't feel anything to me, just a slow plodder. Came in fairly easy, landed it, looked, went and got my light, put it on, and yeah, it looked not a bad fish. I thought this would probably go 30, and got it weighed, and I'll stick the pictures up now. First fish of the session, first night, well, first early morning, shall we say. We're going to get it up. It's got a strange tail on this one, but anyway, here we go. There we go. 29.6. Look at the tail. Yeah, 29.6, just shy of the 30. I thought it was going to go 30, but it didn't, but well happy. So I'll just show you the other side. Let's look at that tail. Look. I ain't got a thing. What? Hold it out too long. There we go. Let's put it down. Happy, happy. So yeah, 29.6. So not quite the 30, but you know, it's a carp. I'll take it. It's not a blank. I'm happy. I'm catching. So got that back out. That was caught on the nuts wafter. Doing something a little bit different this session to last session. Same bait, but different. I'll show you that later. Right, so what I've been using on this session for all 3 rods, but I'm about to change one of the rods. But I'll show you this before I run out. I've got to mix some more up, but I'll show you what I've done. This is the nuts from CB Baits, and what I've done is I've soaked it usually between 2 to 4 days, depending on when I'm going and when I remember. But this one's been soaking for 4 days in water, and the nuts liquid. Every day's adding a bit more and topping it up and giving it a shake and a swirl. And then what I'd done was on the last day, the night before I came, or the afternoon before I came, the next day I emptied all the liquid and then put all the powder on it, the nuts stick mix powder, and then just kept putting that on, shaking it, putting it on, shaking it, and then what you end up with, so that's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that in there. I'll get it a bit closer, but basically what it does is it is just coated. So when that drops to the ground, I'll see if I can do some in the margin, a little video, but when that drops to the ground, you've just got the boilie there, it's infused with extra nuts liquid, and then all that powder's just took on the liquid as well. And because I coated it before I put the powder on, once I took the liquid out, I then coated it with the peanut extract from CB Baits, and then put the stick mix meal on, and so you've got the nuts, you've got the stick mix, you've got the peanut extract, all that soaked in. So when that lays on the bottom, that's just going to create a nice sort of nice banquet really for the carp, and it's proved it because it's gave me a 29. Now I'm possibly going to do 1 rod now. I brought some of the M crab with me from CB Baits, and I'm probably going to, when they've put this out over 2 rods, I'm going to put 1 bait. I'm going to do the same sort of thing with an M crab and see if that
brings me more fish or no fish. We will see. But you have to, I've had a fish, I've now had the luxury of having a nice fish, so what I can do is I can experiment a little bit more now, because I'm here in September, and I'm probably be bringing the M crab for the whole of that session. So try the M crab now, see if they like it, and then in September I know I can commit. So that's what they're doing. So still the M crab, not M crab, sorry, still the nuts from CB baits, but yeah, using it in a slightly different way. So yeah, that's working. All 3 rods are on the same bait, because I know from last time it worked. So yeah, what was I say? Yeah, I was just having a cup of tea, and Dad's come up, and he's just lost a massive cat. So I think I think it's known as Catfish Corner where he is, so he's going to have a few more. So yeah, so I'm going to have a cup of tea, and sun's now come up, and I can't make up my mind whether to have some chocolate biscuits or full English. So I've got a full English this morning, but it's a little bit early, 5 o'clock I think for me. So I'm going to have a cup of tea, have a couple of biscuits, lay down, or might actually go sit outside and watch the water, watch the sun come up, get some B-roll. A bit more prepared this session. As you can tell, I'm not sort of, oh god, I can't be bothered, it's too hot, it's too this. It's going to get hot today, which is good, because my Fox solar light has run out, so I need to charge that. Waffling on, but we got a fish. So it's now, what is it, Saturday evening, at 7:15. No more for me. Paul had one down the bottom end this morning, but funny enough, we was talking yesterday. He came around, he was chatting, and he was saying he'd love one above 29. I can't remember, he said 29 something his PB was, and I said to him, you got a good chance in here, mate, because there's a few chunks in here. And he had a 30-pound 2 ounce I think this morning, so that was a new PB for him, and I think he lost one. And then Daz had another carp, I think that was 23, 24 pound. I'll put the pictures or videos up somewhere around here. So yeah,
been all quiet for me. I pulled my rods in and went, clipped them all up, got the baits all, rigs all done, soaking, and went for a shower, just to have a freshen up. It's been a bit overcast today. Was hoping it was going to stay like that actually, but it's got a bit warm again now. So rods are all out, and we'll just see what tonight brings. Had tea. The Fox stove is doing really well. I'm now on my 14th meal with one gas canister so far. I think there's 1 or 2 left in it, so we'll see. Then I'll do a video on that. So yeah, hopefully tonight we get a carp or 2. If I have to have a cat, I don't mind. No bream, no tench, carp mainly, or a catfish. So yeah, what was I going to say? I've left 2 of them on the nuts, and I've changed one over to the M crab now from CB Baits. So I'm going to see what that does. I did hold off on that last time I was here because of the cats, but now I'm becoming a bit of a cat expert. I'm not, and I thought I'd stick one out on the M crab and see if the carp or cats like that. So I've piled a load of that in. This time what I'm doing is, I don't know if I've said earlier in the video or not, last time I just dropped it in a nice little sort of neat pile and then the bait on top of it with the bait boat. This time what I've done the same sort of thing but a little bit less bait, so probably sort of half a kilo to a kilo around each bait. And then what I've done is I've used probably half a kilo with a throwing stick, half a kilo to a kilo, and with a throwing stick, and so I spread it around a bit as well, trying to draw them in. So it worked last night, so hopefully it works tonight. We'll see. They do like a bit of bait in here. So that's where we're at. So it's Saturday evening. I'm just having a cup of tea, and then I'm going to lay down and see what tonight brings. So hot, just chilling in the bivvy, vents all undone, but we have the bonus of this bad boy keeping me nice and cool and insect free. Nice. Morning, it's Sunday morning, or Sunday AM shall we say. I'm not 100% what time it is, 9:10, something like that. So yeah, very quiet night for me. I'll take these off. It didn't even have a bleep last night, so I got plenty of sleep. I think Gaz had one this morning around about 32. I'll put that pick up now. And also I think Anthony had a couple of cat. Did he have a cat? I think he had a cat last night, and Gaz had a cat this morning as well, a real tiny cat this morning. So I'll put them picks up. So yeah, plan today. Well, my rods, I'm just going to leave them sitting where they are. I'm not going to touch them. They went out yesterday afternoon after the shower. I'm going to leave them. I'm happy with the rigs, I'm happy with the bait, I'm happy with the spots. So I'm just going to leave them, and hopefully no disturbance in the water. Might produce something, might be a mistake, might pay off. Only time will tell. So not a lot to report at the minute, but hopefully catch you later. Right, Sunday afternoon. Still nothing for me. It's been really quiet in my peg. Not a bleep, apart from when the birds have walked over my rods. Yeah, so it's been really quiet. I'm debating what to do about the rods. I said I was going to leave them. I want to. Sometimes I think just sit on your hands and don't touch them, I think can be a good thing. No disturbance whatsoever on those spots then. So I think that is still going to be my plan, but it is sometimes hard to just sit on your hands. Daz has had another, I think he had a ghostie. He got some really cool pics. I'll stick a picture of his ghostie up now, but he got some real cool pics as well of some birds that had caught a small catfish. So I'll stick them up. And yeah, so, and Anthony, I think that's his name, Anthony, I've not met him yet, but Anthony across the other side was fishing
opposite me, he's had a nice carp out, 45 something, and they think it could be the lake record, so that'd be a good one. So hopefully, if he allows me, I'll put the pick up here. So yeah, let's just see what the rest of the day brings, but be patient, Tim, sit on your hands. Well, since last time I spoke to you, slime, we have a fish. So when I last spoke to you, I'd said about sitting on my hands, and I really wanted to sort of get him in, just check him and put, but I know I'm happy with the spots. Like I said, I'm happy with the rigs, I'm happy with the bait. So no, I thought what I'll do is I'll just lay down, watch a bit of TV, and then that way I'll just take my mind off of doing something, and just rather than sit on my hands, I laid on my hands and watched some TV. And a bird kept hopping across, kept sort of walking across and under my lines, and kept getting odd beep here and there, and I'd get up, getting all excited because I hadn't heard one all night, and then it'd be that. So lay back down, and again, and get up and lay down, and then 20 minutes later again I thought, oh for fuck's sake, I'm getting fed up with this. And I lay there, and then all of a sudden the rod went. I thought, do I get up, don't I? It's just going to be that bird. And I got up, had a quick peek, there was no bird, and it beeped again. So I went down to the swim, waited for the next beep, hit into it, and yeah, it was like trying to pull a brick wall down. This thing shot down my right hand margin. I couldn't stop it. It just absolutely, when I say screamed off, I was burning my fingers on the spool trying to, I had it tightened up as much as I did, but it was still taking line. I didn't want to lock it up. My line was through the reeds. Luckily the fish was okay. It was out in sort of, because the bank sort of curves round, so my line was going through his. I was holding out as far as I could, but I was just feathering the spool with my fingers, and it was bloody burning my fingers. I thought it must have, I haven't seen Gary and Paul yet, but it was right down near their swim, and then it shot across the front of their swim to the far corner. I could just see the line, and I just thought, oh no, I'm going to take out all of their, because they've got 3 rods there, it takes all their 6 rods out. Anyway, I managed to get it in a bit, and then it went off again, and then in a bit, and off it went again, and it was just constant. My bloody arms and wrists were aching. I thought, this has got to be a cat. It's got to be a big cat. Bear in mind, I had a 64 the other week. Now, I'm not a cat specialist, so I don't know. I know with some carp, you can get a 16-pound carp will go like a greyhound, and you get a 30-pound carp come in like a big bream. But anyway, so this just felt, when it went, there was no stopping it. It was just going. So I was fighting and fighting it, up and down, up and down, up and down. I eventually gets it in, and then I saw the tail flap, and I thought, my God, I can't even see the leader, so this has got to be long, because the leader's a metre long. And then I got it sort of underneath, well, I say underneath, like just in front of me, it just slowly lifting up. There's bubbles everywhere, lifting it up. and I saw the head and I thought, oh my god, I'm never going to get this out myself. So I tried to get it in the net. Not a fucking chance was that going in a 42-inch net. Not a chance. So what do? I'm looking around the lake, and so I shouted Daz, who was down to my left, quite a few swims down to my left. I was shouting him, he couldn't hear me. So I was shouting the others across the other side. They couldn't hear me. I was shouting to Gary and Paul down the bottom, and they couldn't hear me. So my only option is, because there's no way I can land this on my own. I know it's big. What I had to do was, it went for another little run, and it came back here, and it was just laying there, and I thought, now's my chance. So I loosened the spool off, kept the rod in my hand, walked back up the bank, walked into my bivvy, grabbed the phone, and quickly wound back down, and it just sat there. It's like it knew it had enough. It just waiting for me to call someone to help. So I went on our group and just put, need help. And then off it went. So not very far, but it just had its last little run. And then Daz, see it, he's up for me, he came down. Paul looked, he's in the far left corner to me. He looked out of his swim and he said he could see me with a rod bent. So he reeled his rods in, and they come round and both of them helped me. So I'll put that video up now. Bring it back and then I can zoom in. I've got plenty of room then. It's just going to be the best we can get, I think. Unless someone wants to come on the other end with me and hold it.
No, mate. Right, round that wooden post bit there. Please don't put this in.
Yeah, fuck up.
£70 did you say, mate?
Yeah, maybe a bit more then. He's feeling strong, going to take 2 of us, isn't it? We'll just bring you the scales afterwards. So, after that. He wants to get your side. Yeah. Oh God!
It went 116.8.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh well, I thought that's the same one as Thingy had then.
Yeah, I went to 116.8.
Yeah, but I've got to take the sling off, haven't we? Because this isn't zero.
Yeah, it's about 111.
111.
111.
Fucking hell.
You've got to have a picture of that cunt.
Oh God, yeah.
No, don't throw that on him yet.
I'm chucking it on Tim. I'm chucking it on Tim. He said it's his PB. No, listen, I've had 112.
Did you get wet when you had?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I think
I'm expecting it.
I don't think I'm going to fucking pick that up, am I?
No, mate.
So, I think it's just going to be.
You could try.
You got video on?
Yeah.
It's already playing, is it?
Yeah, should be. Unless you want to come down and grab hold of it.
No, mate. They're minging, fucking slimy, horrible bastard. Yeah, well, there's another foot at the end.
Yeah. I'll just hold this bit like. That's about the bit I could manage.
Oh, I can't even see.
I'll tell you what, yeah, I'll tell you what you can do is, if you want, you just pick it up, you very gently tap the centre of the back screen, it'll come on, you'll be able to see everything.
Oh yeah.
Then you can bring it over and do it. What do we say?
111.
111 £111, give or take a few ounces here and there. What a fucking fight. I'm not holding this bit. Jesus.
You got to do your pose.
Yeah.
Right, get that in the container.
Let's just I'll stick a bit of crap on it.
Yeah, stick that in the crate and see what Linda says.
Stick it some fucking stick it in the fucking bin, mate.
Yeah, see, you fucking
Put it in the fucking bin.
yeah. You know.
What a beast.
I think someone had one out the other week at 109, didn't they?
You know.
Hit it.
I did. Oh, yeah. Right.
Do you want to try lifting it though?
Hey?
Do you want to try to lift it? Might as well, mate. You've got plenty of t-shirts, haven't you?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's have a go. Oh, fuck me. I've got the heavy end, haven't I?
Yeah. Well, you caught the fucker.
Don't even get his hand underneath it.
Fuck, it's just gone off. There you go.
Do the pose. 111.
111, little beast. Nice one, mate, well done.
Do. Let's get her back. This is stressing. Yeah, the fight. Can't get the tail in. I've got to get myself a bigger fucking net. I kept shouting, going, Daz! Daz!
Oh, you shouting me, was you?
Then I was shouting Doug, then I was shouting Gas.
I didn't hear you shouting.
I seen a post on the group and I was like, fuck it, my rods were coming in shortly anyway.
I didn't hear you shouting, mate, but I heard him phone ping. Probably just leave it sat in the sling for a bit, mate.
Yeah, probably a good idea actually, because it's had a hell of a fucking
But
fight.
leave the end unzipped, because it'll go when it wants then, won't it?
Yeah, just turn it round though so it goes that way.
Yeah,
not
straight
into
through your
rods.
lines.
Right, like that.
Well, at least we're net stage, right? I think he's going to fucking slide straight out anyway, look.
Oh look, he's gone.
So there you go, new PB for me, £111 catfish, which is quite strange now thinking about it, because my birthday's 11th of the 1st, 11-1. So yeah, £111. So not quite beat Jamie. You still got the record down here, Jamie, 116. Maybe, you know, still a good one for me, PB. Yeah, wow, arms are hurting. If I don't get a fish tonight, I'd be quite happy with sort of a 15-20 pound carp tonight. I don't really want another big one tonight. My arm, my wrist, because as you all know, I've smashed my wrist, hadn't rebuilt. My wrist is really hurting, so I don't think I'd be able to. I'd be on the group again shouting for help. But yeah, made up. So sitting on my hands, laying on my hands, whatever you want to say, did the trick. I've put that rod back out on the spot on the same bait, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And I've left the other two where they are. So realistically, and these other two are over on one big gravel bed. So yeah, what I caught on, I changed, as I said earlier in the video. I was all on the nuts last time I was here. This time I got on the nuts, and then I changed one rod over to the M crab, and it was the M crab, the monster crab from CB Baits, that got this fish. 18mm wafter with 18mm baits dumped on top, about a kilo dumped on top, and then about a kilo spread with a throwing stick around it, and that's what produced it. So yeah, so next time we come in September, what do? Do I go all nuts? Do I go all monster crab? Or do I mix it up? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it up. I'm just going to put monster crab and nuts together and mix them all up and spread it about. So that's where we're at. New PB again. Wow, 2 PBs this year, both cats. Catfish Mick's gonna love this. Probably bigger than his. UK, he's a catfish specialist, but it's probably, you know, let me know, Mick, if it's bigger than your UK PB. He fishes a lot abroad for big cats. So yeah, well happy. I really could do with going for a shower, but I think it's going to be a 5 litre tub of water just chucked over me outside the bivvy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's just, wow, what a fight. I said earlier in the year when I had one, I said, you know, I can see why people get addicted to them, but I couldn't spend like a 4 or 5 day trip just going for cats. I wouldn't be able to do it. So that's where we're at. Happy boy. Yeah, really happy. Let's say, I just got to say cheers to Daz and Paul here. Daz had to bring he brought his lander net down, and he's got a massive cradle as well to put it in, because there's no way I was going in mine. I need to buy another cradle, another net, and a retainer sling if I'm going to fish for cats like this. More expense, but I can also do reviews on them. So I'll catch you all later. Right, now going into the last night. All the rods are out, had tea, lovely homemade spag bowl. Hoping the lads who haven't caught yet catch tonight, and hopefully we all have a few more out as well. But it's been a bit of a tricky weekend, but it's been a good weekend. Three PBs this weekend. Hopefully they've allowed me to put the pictures up, which if they will allow me, I've just messaged the group to say, do you mind if I use your photos? Always good to ask. Some people don't like being on video. So I've just messaged the group, say everyone okay. So hopefully they'll be up, but by the time you see this, they'll have been up anyway if I'm going to put them up. So yeah, hope for another one. I've put the rod back out on the M crab. Yep, so you never know, could be another cat. Oh look, I managed to get myself a lanyard. I found it, it's me and my son used to go to Body Power every year. Hey Ben, it's an old Body Power Expo lanyard. So yeah, works a treat for the wireless mic. So, when am I out again? If I don't see any more, I probably will do a piece of camera. Well, I know I will sometime tomorrow, I don't know when. I'm hoping to get away nice and early. Just had a word with the owners and they said I can, because I have to park the van near their bungalow to load up. So, you know, it's not nice sort of, you know, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, park them by the bungalow with their diesel engine running if they're trying to have a lay-in. But they've said, no, not a problem. So that's all good. I can get packed away a few things tonight. I don't know whether to take down the porch tonight or not. It's all dry. I think I might take the porch down, but or I might not, I don't know. It's just I've got nowhere to store stuff. It means leave it outside, so it's going to get wet. So do you get your kit wet, or do you get your porch wet and keep your kit dry? Probably easier to get the porch wet. It doesn't talk of rain, but you know. So next time I'm out, I know I'm out here. This is now, I think this is what we're on. I think we're about sort of first, second week of August at the moment. So we're back here in September, which is going to be a busy week for me because I've got the Tim's Carp TV social. We're Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Embryo, North Bank. And then we leave there Thursday, and then I'm here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Now it's an hour and 3/4 from this lake, or from the other lake, to home, and then an hour and 3/4 back to here. So I've had a word with the owners and they've said I can come straight from that other lake, which is about, I would say, 35 minutes away without checking. They said I can just come here and just park in the car park for the night and sleep up in the car park. So I was going to sort of try and find a lake to drop in for the night, but I think after running around filming all the social crew, I think it'd be nice to have just a night off before I do a bit of fishing for myself. Hopefully you get to see my brother on the next one, and we've been trying to get him on camera for a while, but he's a busy man. So yeah, so far he said he's coming, but he can get called away at late notice. So that's where we're at. I'm just wandering around. The wind is a bit of chill, a chill. It's been bloody hot today. I've had the tracker fan running full stop all day on a power pack. There's a nice breeze out now, so I've got my top off, pair of shorts on, and just wandering around, cooling down, still buzzing. What a fish, what a fish. They reckon it could be one of two fish they're thinking about. Apparently there's one that goes 109, and there's the one that Jamie had at 116. So it could be the 109 up a few pound, or it could be the 116 just lost a few, who knows. I've got to send them the photos once I get home, and then they're going to have a look. So check that out on their Facebook site and website. I know the one that Anthony caught is a PB. I think it was a PB for him, but it's also a lake record for here, Carp. So that's up on their site, which you will hopefully have seen.
hopefully it allows us to put the pictures up. So yeah, waffling on. I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up. Oh, I'll show you that. For those out there, the haters that say, oh, you take too much kit, you know, I don't fish from a van very often. This is barrow everything in one go and be done with it. I've had a quite sort of narrow down and tidy up. I'll just take you in and show you. I don't know how the light's going to be, but we'll have a try. There you go, look. A lot more neater than last time. Last time I brought loads of bags just to see. So yeah, everything for 4 days. So yeah, I am narrowing down. If you people who sort of say to me, oh, you take too much kit, don't forget I'm here for 4 days, 3 nights. That's all my food, all my clothes, all my drink, all my bait, all my tackle, everything. I don't go back to my van. And I like to eat. I don't just have cheese toasties and pot noodles. So yeah. What else was I going to say? I do. I mean, there are times when I fish and I don't have a lot of kit. If you've seen some other videos, there was one in there. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. I didn't even have a bivvy. I just chucked the bed up by the rods and slept on the bed for the night. I mean, that's fairly basic. Years ago when I first started, we didn't even have bivvies. We made them out of old tarpaulin sheets and just an old umbrella and the old sun loungers that used to click as you pulled them up and down. So, you know, we used to do basic, but getting older, like my comforts, and if you can have them, why not? It's everybody's choice to take as much or as little as they want. The person taking the kit has to barrow it, walk it, van it, car it, whatever. So, you know, their choice. Everyone has their own sort of, what do you want to call it, personal taste of how they want to fish. And what suits one person doesn't suit another. So, you know, respect what they want to do. But anyway, just chatting shit now, ain't I? So I'll just take you down and let you have a little look at the lake. You've probably seen this swim before, but if you've not seen any of the videos before and you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. God, I ain't said that for ages. Subscribe, click the notifications, like the videos, all that sort of stuff. I don't very often do that. I just leave you to do it. If you like what you see, you'll join. If you don't like what you see, you won't. I'm not here to force it on you. I'm just here to hopefully sort of help out and show you a few things that we do, different lakes, different reviews, and I'll spin you around and have a look at the lake before we disappear. There you go, look. My view of my swim. That's where the big cat come out from, just there. Not very far out at all either. There's a lovely gravel spot out there and just in front of a lot of weed. Well, I think it's a weed bed. Felt like it anyway when I had the marker rod out. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be in this swim next time. I'll probably be in one of the ones because I'm on about having a chop and change around. So I will probably do a piece of camera like I said before I go, unless I get some fish in the night. And then I'll come back to you on that. Next time I'm out, I might be lucky enough before the September one. I might be able to get just a quick couple of nights on the Syndicate, but I'm not going to be out at another lake until probably October, because like I say, I'm North Bank Embryo and here Fenland Fisheries in September, and then I need a break for a week or two, and then October I shall start sort of late autumn, winter sort of fishing. So time for a cup of tea, bit of a tidy up, and hope for a fish or two.
I'm back. I said I'd be back, didn't I? I thought I'd just be doing a piece to the camera on the way home, or as I pack up or whatever. But no, it's 2:10 in the morning and just had another run, and it's resulted in another fish. So off one of the rods, as you know, I had the 3 rods out and decided to just leave them out, and that was it, not touch them anymore from Saturday afternoon. And then had that cat this afternoon, and with that going up and down the swimming all over the lake, I thought that's probably just ruined it for me. But persevered, put that back out, left the other 2. They've sat there, and it's now, you know, 4 hours, 5 hours before I'm packing up to go home, and we've had this. And here we have another one. Went all quiet again, and then we got this. Hopefully it behaves. There we go. There we go. 27.14. Yeah, lovely 27.14. Nice little bonus fish to go home on. Well, saying that, there's still probably, what is it? If it's now about got to be about probably 3 o'clock now. So I'm going to start packing up around about 6, 7, leave the rods in till about 8. So yeah, we've still got a few hours. There's still a chance, I suppose, of another one. There's that one rod, my left-hand rod, that hasn't been touched since, I was going to say yesterday, well, Saturday afternoon anyway. So it's time for a cup of tea. And oh, that's nice. That's nice. So yeah, cup of tea, bit of a clean up, and then probably get my head down for a couple of hours unless we get another bite. So we'll leave it here, and I'll see you either with another fish or when we pack up to go home. Good morning, good morning. I managed to get back to sleep. Literally a couple of hours, if that, hour and a half, and then heard the ping and on the group messenger, and Daz has had one as well, so I'll put his up. So yeah, unfortunately I don't think any others have had any. Shame, been nice if we'd all had a few more, but the lake's been a little bit moody again, but it's chucked up 3 PBs, so yeah, we were spread out around the lake, so the fish had to move, and it's obviously worked. So it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm now having a cup of tea, and I'm going to start slowly packing up, waiting for stuff to dry. Oh, fish jumped there. I've seen a few shows this morning. I reckon we was here, well, mind you, it's supposed to get really hot. I was going to say there was more activity last night I saw, but it's going to get really hot today, so probably that would kill it a bit as well. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to start packing away, and if any more come, I'll come back to you then. If not, I'll give you a shout when I'm on the way home. Right, just on the way home now. Just like to say thanks to Gaz from Monarch Lakes for inviting me again on this social of his down at Fenland Fisheries, and thanks to Daz and Paul once again for helping me with that cat, because I'd never have got it in without them. So cheers, boys. So yeah, what else was I going to say? Thanks to Fenland Fisheries as well. Great as always. So back there again for another one of the Monarch Social. He's got 3 this year. The 3rd one is in September, like I said earlier in the video. And I'm off home now for a well-earned rest and let my arms chill and relax after the big cat.